welcome back to Eating Lunch with Me on Thursday, but it's Tuesday, and we're not in the classroom.
Not in the classroom.
It is spring break. This is my wife, Deja. So she's a teacher also, so we're both on spring break. We're on a Euro trip. Kinda. Only two places.
Yeah.
So
where are we at?
Right now we're in Bruges, Belgium. So right now we're in Bruges, and then big part of our trip we're in Paris.
Yeah.
France.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. So today for lunch we have this. I don't know what exactly it's called. It's like it's chicken and gravy and pastry, and it's delicious. I had one kind of last night.
And dumplings.
Yeah. Very chicken and dumplings-esque. So we have that. That's course one.
Do you guys like frites?
We got the frites. Love the frites. And then we have a
croquette.
Is this the croquette? The croquette. Croquette. It's like potato and cheese. Yeah. So we're gonna get this divvied up. Here's the cross section of the croquette. I think I have to. Let me block it for you. This is day 2 in Bruges. We got here yesterday.
That's good. Yeah, it's been really nice. So absolutely recommend coming here if you're ever planning a trip to Europe and you're gonna be close to Belgium. We took the speed rail from Paris to Brussels, and we weren't originally gonna spend a lot of time in Brussels. We were just gonna hop on the train and go straight here, but my tour guide person in Paris was like, oh, you have to go to Brussels. Like, it's a small town, you know, you can spend, even though it's a major city, it's pretty like all in the same place. You can go through it really quickly. We saw a beautiful town square. You know, it was it was awesome. So I'm glad we stopped. We hit all the major sites. They have these little fountains called the P's, P-I-S. It's like little kids peeing, which I'd never seen before.
We'll put a picture right here of one here and one here. We saw 2 of them.
We saw a boy and a girl. I think there's a third one, but we didn't get to it.
Yeah, a boy and a girl.
Time crunch.
And now we're in Bruges, and we didn't actually tell you where we are here. So we're in one of the oldest breweries, actually, known to man. Actually, I don't know. That might be false, but it's very old. It's called Brewery de Havman or something like that. The Half Moon Brewery. Not to be confused with New Moon or Blue Moon. Blue Moon is it. So we have that.
New Moon is Twilight.
New Moon is Twilight. Yeah, Blue Moon Brewery. And then we have ourselves a little Tripel here. She has the old regular blonde. And it's Bruges Zot, I think is the name of it.
Yeah. Wasn't Zot what they called the people who lived in Bruges? I think I read that somewhere.
I don't know. Yeah, to be honest, like I didn't know like of Bruges. I really only knew of Brussels. And then Deja was like, oh, we should go to Bruges. It's like a little like medieval town.
It's beautiful. And
I was like, what does that even really mean? Like, it's literally like a medieval town. We'll play some video right here of some of the walking around and stuff.
Lots of old buildings, so many bridges, old bridges. Like, this used to be one of the busiest harbors, they said. We're pretty close to the North Sea. The weather's been a little cold, but honestly, not too bad. Like, it's not snowing, it's not freezing, you know. The sun's out now, it's beautiful. There's swans swimming in the canal. We did a canal cruise this morning.
And on the cruise, they said it's mating season. And so in a couple months, we should see some baby swans kind of around.
In May.
But we won't be here in a couple months. Real quick, this croquette, this is dirty. It's like mashed potato mixed with cheese, and then they fry it up. Like, this is good.
Definitely recommend. The beer's really good too. But you know, I also Needed some soda as well.
But yeah, so here we are in Bruges. So we're going to be leaving, yeah, like we said, back to Paris pretty soon, within a couple hours. But we're going to be going to one of the oldest pubs in Europe after this. So can't go too crazy here. Just need to eat lunch, fill up. We just wanted to kind of experience everything. You know, Belgium is known for their beer, their pretzels.
The waffle. We had a waffle this morning. Amazing.
Yeah, that waffle was good. I was a little concerned because, like,
he didn't want it.
Yeah, it's just like sweet, you know, and like for breakfast, you know, I'm American, so like for breakfast we usually eat like eggs and bacon. It's like a savory breakfast more so than sweet, but it was delicious. It worked out.
It's really good.
And
we're in Belgium. You gotta get a Belgium waffle. One thing we also wanted to talk about is just like medieval times in general.
Yeah, that brings us to today's topic, medieval times. Medieval times, crazy to think about, especially because, like, right, our history only goes back, you know, 200-ish years, right, a little over 200. But history here, they're talking about, like, 1200s, 1050, and even, like, kind of back to, like their olden history is, like, 100, 200, 300 BC. Like, it's wild, the different kind of scale that you see here. Yeah. Like we're seeing buildings that were built before, you know, our country was even like a thing.
Hospitals used for the Black Plague, and on the canal cruise, they had like a special door right off the canal that was red to this, like one of the oldest hospitals in Europe, he'd said. And that was like where they were taking in, you know, people who had the Black Plague would go through that door. And so it's just been interesting to see that. One thing I've been thinking a lot about is kind of like how people would smell back then, because they were not bathing. You know, now you walk the streets, it smells like waffles and French fries, but it was probably so nasty back then. Even when we went to Versailles, or I went through Versailles in Paris, like they have this massive garden. You're like, I wonder why they have this big garden. And it's like, oh yeah, because they all stunk. Okay, even like the royals, like, were not washing their clothes very often. There's not deodorant. And so she would like spritz herself with perfume, like heavy perfume, florals and stuff. But yeah, people were smelly back then.
I don't know, it's been a lot about Bruges, but we'll be back in Paris soon. We do have a train later. We went to Notre Dame so far. Well, she's been doing a lot of stuff with her group. I was kind of wandering. So yeah, like she said, been to Versailles. I was at Versailles. I was only in the garden. It's kind of like a peasant. They didn't let me in the palace.
You could have got in line.
Could have got in line, but if you've seen those lines, you know why I didn't. Notre Dame. We're in Notre Dame. I didn't go in yet. Again, crazy line. But I think that one goes
by fast, and it's free, so.
But that was like when I had first got here, and then I was meeting up with her and her group. So they had just finished that, and then we were in Shakespeare's, Shakespeare and Company, I should say.
The oldest English bookstore in Europe. I keep saying in Europe, but I don't honestly know if it's just in France or in Europe. Put in the comments if you know.
Yeah, but we got some books from there.
But what do you think of the food?
The food's delicious. The food's delicious. I mean, French fries and gravy.
Oh,
I don't know.
The French fries. You can't go wrong. I just love the French fry.
Or frites. All the French fries are like
thick.
They're thick, right? They do it right here. Now a big old bite coming my way. Big bites.
Definitely recommend this city. It's very, very like quaint, small. It's like right this morning. It's hustling and bustling. It's busy, busier today than I feel like it was yesterday. Well, maybe because we got in the afternoon yesterday, but Like, there's a lot to kind of just go and see. Like, you know, we were gonna leave a little earlier, but we decided to stay a little longer after going on the canal cruise and like seeing, okay, there's still a few places we need to hit up. So yeah, I definitely recommend a couple of days here. Like, there's still museums and things that we aren't going to be able to see.
We're gonna have to make a second trip. I have to come back. I mean, that's all there is to it. If you like beer, if you like chocolate, if you like waffles, if you like pretzels,
French fries.
fries, or just like history, architecture,
Fairy tales.
If you like living life, come visit Belgium, because it's awesome. It's a great place.
It's really cool.
I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. It has been. I don't have a question for my students. I don't have a question from anyone. No one's left any questions in the comments. We'll wrap it up here. So thank you so much for joining us today. I hope your lunch, your breakfast, your dinner, whatever you're doing, hope it's been great. Hope you've enjoyed it. We've definitely enjoyed ourselves here.
Yeah.
Just about done with everything. Like I said, Deja has a little bit of salad left to finish there.
I think I'm good.
But what we'll be getting finished for sure are these last bit of French fries.
Fries.
Sorry, I keep saying that. But yeah, thank you so much for eating lunch today with me. Eating lunch with me today on Thursday, but it's Tuesday and we're in Belgium with my wife Deja. Later, y'all.